Welcome to another episode of Is This Disc Right For You? And today we have the Dynamic Discs Criminal, a very overstable fairway driver. Let's take a look at the speeds. We have a speed 10, glide 3, turn 1, and a fade of 4. Eric, tell us a little bit more about the Criminal.
The Criminal, as Bobby mentioned, is a very overstable fairway driver. Matter of fact, for me, this thing flies more overstable than its counterpart, the Felon. The Felon is very beefy as well, but this thing, it's more of a situation utility disc for me, so I can't get a whole lot of distance out of it, but man, do I get a predictable flight.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look to see how it flies for myself, a casual disc golfer, and for a pro disc golfer like Eric McCabe.
Well, for me, the Criminal is, like it's probably for everybody, very overstable. It is another one that's in my bag. I absolutely love it. Do I think it's a disc that could be in everybody's bag? No. Should it be in everybody's bag? No. This disc is very overstable. Maybe a beginner, a casual player out on the course, with the exception of those freak casual players that have like a massive forehand, they get a lot of distance and torque. That's a whole nother issue on form being wrong, but those are the guys that maybe would have a Criminal and get some use out of it. But for me, I don't get a lot of distance out of this. I max out at maybe 300 feet, and it always goes left. I have yet to have a Criminal even stand up to flat on me, and it never even considers turning to the right. So that is why it's become a great disc for me. Predictable. I can throw it on approaches, shorter hyzer shots, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so like Eric said, at this stage of play is my skill set. This is not a disc that's good for me. It goes left as soon as it goes out of my hand. It's not that it's a bad disc, it's just not designed for my skill set. If you looked real close, when I threw it, it actually didn't go much farther than when I threw with the Slammer and the Marshall. I'm not sure if that'll show up in the footage, but I noticed that it didn't go very far. So it's not something that I would throw for distance. It's not something I would put in my bag. Again, it's not that it's a bad disc, it's just not the disc for me where I'm at. Maybe as I progress and get more distance and a little more better on my form, it might be something I pick up. But as of now, the Criminal is not something I'm going to put in my bag. That's how the Criminal threw for Eric McCabe, a pro disc golfer, and for myself, a casual disc golfer. But you really need to get out and try it for yourself. The best way to do that is to find a Dynamic Discs buyback retail partner. How that works is you get 14 days to try out any disc from Dynamic Discs, Westside Disc, or Latitude 64. If within those 14 days you're not sure, you don't think this disc is right for you, bring it back to the retail partner with a receipt, and we'll figure out what disc is best for you. Go to dynamicdisc.com/buyback to find a retail partner near you. In the meantime, make sure you check out the Dynamic Disc Criminal.